Hello everyone, my name is Sam Clawson. Due to the current apocalypse, I'm going to be showing you all how to make hardtack, also known as the survival cracker. It is a food item that was commonly used on ships during the Age of Exploration, and while it is as hard as a brick, it will never go bad when it's properly stored in a dry environment. Due to the pandemic, you're going to first start off by washing your hands for 30 seconds with hot and soapy water. Next, you're going to preheat the oven to 375. First, you're going to start with 2.5 cups of flour. Put it all that into a bowl. I'm going to make sure not to pat down the flour. You will also need more flour later, so I would recommend leaving your flour container out. Next, you will add in 1 teaspoon of salt to the flour. And then you're going to mix it well. Might as well just use your hands, you'll be using them for most of the video. For the next part, you're going to need about 1 cup of water. Now you're going to add it slowly in small increments and knead the dough as you go. So at the end, your dough ball should look something like this. I would recommend taking anything off your fingers that you do not want to get covered in dough. Next, you're going to flour a surface area so you can roll out your dough. The oven is done. Put down your dough into the floured area. Flour the ball well. And then you're going to roll out the dough until it's about 1/4 of an inch thick to 1/2 an inch thick. Now I would recommend rolling it out into a square as opposed to a pizza crust-like shape. It is easier if you get it into a square shape. Next, you're going to cut the dough out into a serving size portion. That will be up to you. Next, we're going to move the uniformly sliced dough-like pieces onto a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. And remember, there is a difference between parchment paper and wax paper. Once you get them all lined up on a cookie sheet and separated from each other, you're going to take a skewer, a toothpick, whatever you get your hands on, and you're going to want to put 4 holes into them so they bake evenly through. Now that our dough has holes put into it, let's now stick it into the oven at 375 to 25 to 35 minutes. The goal is to get it a light brown. I'm just trying to tan the cracker. Also, if you have a KitchenAid appliance with a dough hook, I highly recommend using that over kneading it. It speeds up the process, makes it much less messy. Once your hardtack begins to brown, go ahead and pull it out so it can begin to cool. And then leave until 100% cooled. Now that the hardtack is fully cooled, it is finally time to see how well it turned out.